Joe Flacco is back. Kenny Pickett was traded to Cleveland. Shedeur Sanders and Dillon Gabriel were drafted. And Deshaun Watson? That's still the big mystery. What's happening at the Browns isn't just a regular off-season move. It's something much bigger. With surprising decisions behind the scenes and statements that took everyone by surprise, the mood in Cleveland is boiling. The latest news has a direct impact on the team's future, and there's a twist coming. Like this story now because it's going to be a long one. All right, Browns fans, buckle up because the quarterback carousel in Cleveland is about to get real interesting. Just when you thought things might settle down under center, the Browns are leaning into full chaos mode in the best way possible. Here's the deal. After bringing in Kenny Pickett via trade and bringing back old friend Joe Flacco for a reunion tour, the Browns went out and double-dipped in the 2025 NFL Draft, snagging both Dillon Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders. That's 4 quarterbacks, not counting Deshaun Watson, who's still the elephant in the room with that massive contract, all gearing up for training camp. And get this, Browns insider Mary Kay Cabot says there's a real shot that all 4 make the 53-man roster come August. Yep, 4 QBs on the active roster in 2025. Cabot dropped the intel in a recent piece, noting that the Browns are likely to keep the QB competition wide open, at least through their joint practices with the Eagles in mid-August. And come roster cut-down day on August 27, don't be shocked if they hold on to the entire quartet. One reason this wild setup even works? Money. The Browns are only burning through about $7.6 million in cap space for all 4 of these guys combined, again, excluding Watson. That financial flexibility gives the front office some serious wiggle room to evaluate talent without breaking the bank. Now, if Cleveland's in the playoff hunt halfway through the season, they'll ride with whoever gives them the best shot at winning. No rookie development experiments, just results. But if they're spiraling out of contention, that's when things could get spicy, with veterans possibly getting moved and the rookies thrown into the fire. And looking ahead, this isn't just a one-year science experiment. Gabriel and Sanders are both under contract into 2026, and depending on how things shake out, the Browns could either build around a breakout star or hit the reset button again, especially with 2 first-round picks waiting in next year's draft. So yeah, the Browns' QB situation might be crowded, unpredictable, and kind of nuts, but it just might be the exact chaos they need to finally figure things out. Do you think the Browns should really take 4 QBs to the final roster? Comment below, because Shedeur's chances of starting have dropped a lot, and the reason will surprise you even more. If you were dreaming of Shedeur Sanders lighting it up in Week 1 for the Browns, well, Adam Schefter just came through with a reality check the size of Lake Erie. The Browns' quarterback room is one of the weirdest, most unpredictable setups in the league right now. They've got 5 QBs in the mix, if you count Deshaun Watson, who's still recovering. But while everyone's been hyping up the idea of a rookie takeover, Schefter says pump the brakes. On ESPN's Unsportsmanlike, Schefter made it crystal clear. The odds of Shedeur Sanders or fellow rookie Dillon Gabriel starting the season are slim to none. In his words, it would be an upset if either of the vets, Joe Flacco or Kenny Pickett, weren't under center come Week 1. And honestly, it makes sense. Flacco might be old enough to be some of these guys' uncle, but let's not forget he went full superhero mode in late 2023 and dragged Cleveland into the playoffs. He's got the experience, the arm, and yeah, he'll throw a few picks, but the dude can sling it. Then there's Pickett, more conservative, less explosive, but he's safe and steady. In other words, the classic don't crash the car type. Schefter didn't completely shut the door on the rookies, though. He actually mentioned that Sanders has been turning heads in camp, but it's more of a sit, learn, and maybe later situation. The Browns aren't trying to rush him into the fire, at least not yet. And honestly, with how brutal things were in that 3-14 disaster last year, they're just looking for stability. Bottom line, the Browns know they've got a playoff-ready defense. Now they just need someone, anyone, to consistently steer the ship on offense. The flashy rookie debut might have to wait, but the long-term future, that's still very much in play. Cleveland relies on quantity to find quality, but you can't live on expectations forever. If Flacco or Pickett can't deliver, chaos will turn into a crisis. If you enjoy this type of analysis, subscribe to the channel and don't miss anything about the Browns.